Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday. I'll start shutting this stuff off. It was an interesting morning. It was a fun morning, and actually, in order to accurately talk about the morning, I need to talk a little bit about yesterday, something I didn't mention, but is very important. Shutting off all the stuff for breakfast stream here. Okay. Just got to take my mac and cheese downstairs that I didn't finish. I ate like 2/3 of this, and there's that much left. It was a big bowl. Steven, why are you eating mac and cheese in the morning? So, yesterday, I was on the couch, and I was looking on Twitter, and I got tagged on a tweet by Adri, and Adri had posted that she was going live with Breakfast Stream, and I just thought it was just a fun nod, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And I clicked it, and Jules and Adri were doing breakfast, they were doing a stream that they started at 4:30 p.m., where they were eating food it was dinner food, because Adri had mac and cheese, and they had everything set up exactly like the stream, like our exact same layout, logo, everything. So it was a big joke. And Mal and I thought it was hilarious. We thought it was very, very funny. But then this morning, as a joke, Mal was like, we have some mac and cheese, and it would be very funny. Are you ready for second meal, or do you want mac and cheese? Mal was like, it would be very funny if we started the stream with mac and cheese as a nod to what they did. And I was like, that would be funny. So that's what we did. And I gotta tell you, it was weird. I always start my mornings with coffee, and I couldn't do that this morning because I was like, that's strange. I can't eat mac and cheese and coffee. I just can't do it. So I had a Coke, which was also weird because I actually don't drink much soda now. I'm probably having about a can a week. And having a can at 9 a.m. is odd. But I had a can of Coke and some mac and cheese. And Jules and Adri were there this morning, so they got a kick out of it. So that's good. The comedy came full circle. How's Animal Crossing?
I gave Zucker a bath towel wrap.
Yeah. And he immediately put it on?
He did. He looks ridiculous.
That happened to one of my villagers, too. But I always... Oh, yeah, I don't think... I don't know. They'll be able to see that now.
I know.
But thank you for showing me. I find it funny that you're like, you have to see this villager in a bath towel. And I'm like, I've done the exact same thing. The villagers come up to me all the time, and they're like, Steven, you got to take this piece of clothing. And 100% of the time, I'm immediately like, hey, I have a gift for you. And it's always what they gave me. And that happened actually with one of I have a villager in my island, a monkey named Elise. She's like an old grandma monkey. And she came up and she's like, I got to get rid of this bath towel. I don't do anything with it. It's infecting my lifestyle. And I was like, okay, I have a gift for you. It's a bath towel. And she's like, this is the best gift I've ever received in my life. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start doing that to people. Like if someone gives me something, I'm immediately going to be like, I have something for you, and then just hand it back to them. And if they get angry, I'll be like, oh, no, it's a reference to Animal Crossing. Besides, now that I've touched this, I can order it. That's what really matters. Anyway, you said the weather's still nice?
Yeah, it is.
So you want to go for another walk?
Yeah.
But probably not a 3 hour, we didn't go for a 3 hour walk. We went for a 3 mile walk.
Yeah. Maybe not that far.
Maybe not 3 miles.
My feet kind of hurt.
I was surprised how sore I got yesterday. I was like, oh, that was a bit much. Of course, if we're walking a little more often, that might help too. But you do have to have time to rest. We'll probably go for a little walk, have some lunch, and then see where the day takes us. I'm not sure yet.
Do you realize how excited I am? These are cheese curds. I've wanted cheese curds for a minute.
The day took us all sorts of interesting places. We did take a walk, normal length, 20 minutes. And we've managed to get a fair bit of stuff done today. I feel comfortable showing off Mal's newest painting because it's literally nothing. It's just blue. She just did an underpainting, so I'm like a tone. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yeah, I'll spoil it. It's blue. What could it be? Literally anything at this point. Mal also had some spare time, so she.
I needed to clean my studio because it was starting to drive me nuts. So I cleaned off this desk and this
organized it and everything,
and this, and got rid of some of the cables.
And that's good, because that's the next thing. So the other day we were talking about, I think it was last Saturday, we were talking about Ethernet and how we ran the cable to Mal's room, put it into a switch, brought it back out to the television, and that's how I'm going to end today. It's all kind of related. One of the things I ordered, it's a Ethernet adapter by famous company Smaze. Share your quality life. Anyway, it's Ethernet adapter that is compatible with the Nintendo Switch, which is important because, I mean, yeah, we've hooked up stuff for Ethernet down here, but when we do Animal Crossing episodes, or if Mal's just playing her Switch otherwise down here, she needs consistent Ethernet, which she doesn't have. She has Wi-Fi, so we've actually run into problems. Even though now her computer is on Ethernet and it's good, she sometimes will just drop out on Animal Crossing, and I'm like, that's bad. Let's prevent that from happening during a recording. So this is really cheap on Amazon, and cheap, hopefully only financially, hopefully not in quality. But the reviews were good. Hopefully it doesn't catch fire or anything like that. But we're gonna get this hooked up, and then there's another thing after this. If you wanna, you do it. You're fine. The other thing has to do with the Orbi. We have had the satellite behind the television, and the reason it was there is because it has Ethernet ports on it. And historically, when we were using Wi-Fi, we have the satellite there, and it connects to the router up in the sky upstairs, and then the TV would connect directly to it with Ethernet. But now that we're running a cable from the switch in Mal's room, so the TV is essentially connected directly to Ethernet, we don't need that satellite there anymore, which means we can move the satellite somewhere else. And there was actually a brief period of time where we had the satellite up there, trying to make sure I point right, and I think that might help. I don't know if it will, but it kind of makes sense. It's physically closer to the router, it's higher up in the air, there's less obstructions. I'm under the assumption, maybe, that if it's up there, it'll help. So the last thing I'm going to do today is move it up there and hope it maybe makes a difference. Well, is it up there? Yes. Am I super thrilled about this specific wire? No, not really. But there's not a better way to do it. And I mean, we could get some clips and put it up along the cabinet, but there's no reason to do that until we know that this helps. And I don't currently know if it helps. I'm hopeful that it'll help, but it may do nothing. Neat. It's a very ugly cable. I mean, I guess we've got several ugly cables, so, a few other ugly cables really just tie the room together. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm hopeful that, over the past week we've managed to fix some things. Well, we certainly have, actually. I mean, Mallory's experience using the internet has been, well, what it's supposed to be. She's getting, the full speeds, for the most part. The download speed seems fairly consistently, set to 500. The upload speed is supposed to be 500 here also, and, good enough. Exceeding 300, it's already hitting our needs. Everything higher is just a bonus. So I'm happy with it. But again, Wi-Fi has been bad, unless you're in the room up there. Unless you're in the room. In fact, I actually do all of my work. My MacBook is not connected to Ethernet. It's not. It runs on Wi-Fi, and I've never had any problems. So apparently, from what I can tell, the Orbi itself, like the router, seems fine. And then you get further away and you get on the satellites, and that's when it starts going, But hey, maybe that's gonna help. Maybe that's gonna make all the difference. We'll find out. I'm out here, buddy. There he is. Hi, bud. What happened? Were you alone? Was it scary? Huh? You don't want to be alone, huh? I don't want you to be alone either, pal. Alright, for real this time. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?